but in the Cup, and watched by Barry Davies.
A bitterly cold, wet afternoon, but for Burnley folk, bred through the generations on the likes of McElroy and Morgan, Dobson and Thomas, there's a reminder of old times. As third in the second division, they're again, albeit briefly, a giant in the FA Cup. And among the names of the day is a man with a Cup Winners' Medal, Adrian Heath, who won it 10 seasons ago playing for Everton and is still very much enjoying life in his early 30s here at Turf Moor. The team around him is unchanged from last Saturday's league meeting between these two sides. Burnley won 2-1, with the goals coming from their top scorer David Ayres, who took his total to 13. York, though, are without their scorer and indeed top scorer Paul Barnes, who starts a 3-match suspension today, and their side shows 3 changes, with a mixture of youth and experience coming in. Steve Bushell, 20 years old, joining Tony Barrett and the club's longest serving player, Tony Canham. Burnley were winners in 1914, runners-up in 47 and 62. The best for York City, who were wearing white, was to make the semi-final in 1955 when they lost to Newcastle United. And they've caused a few shocks since, not least the one against Arsenal. Pitch is likely to cut up and be pretty heavy. McCarthy bringing it down nicely. First offside flag, but the referee allows play to go. Marlon Beresford with the long clearance. Good little flick on, which didn't quite make Heath. Joyce, who spread it out. It's Mark Monington. Marlon Beresford came from Sheffield Wednesday in September '92. Burnley with 4 up. A bit of work by Nigel Pepper. Neatly done by Davis. Not a bad ball too. Francis just lost, gets it back. Heath, too many cooks. And a good save in the end by Dean Kiely, because he couldn't have seen too much of that, but he chested away the shot from John Deary. Good flick. Deserved the pat. Didn't make it that time though, Kiely. Back again by Davis. Not a bad try. Mark Monington with a solid header. Good cross too by Davis. Monington coming in over the angle. Jimmy Mullen, who's been here a couple of years now, has a side in Burnley tradition, pushing the ball around, playing football. A bit in the air, which gives the defender a chance to come back. What a good touch there from Ayres. Thompson, Heath, Russell to his right. Good stop, Kiely, reasonably straight. Thompson across to Heath. Russell wasn't quite as wide to come in on it. Heath goes for the shot. And Kiely hanging on. Heath down the middle. In for Francis if he can get there. Good touch by Warburton. Well, hasn't been any stoppage time. This could well be the last chance. Russell tried to get the angle, gets yet another corner. We've played the 45 minutes. Kiely held on again when he was challenged unfairly. Looks a more than useful goalkeeper. Ian Cruikshank has had one look at his watch, and he could lead the rush for half-time too. He's very well placed, but he's going to play on a bit longer. Russell, Francis. And yet another Burnley attack, stopped in its tracks by the half-time whistle. And the home side will come off wondering how on earth it is the score sheet at half-time remains blank. Quick check all round, and away we go on the second half. And I would have thought that Alan Little would have congratulated both his goalkeeper and his centre-half at half-time on their performances. Dean Kiely and Steve Tuttle. Free kick against John Fender. Tuttle to take. 6 York players in attacking positions, and 1 or 2 of them offside. Referee says play on, but he acknowledged the linesman's flag. Macmillan just a touch slow initially to react. Up by Francis, but neither here nor Hall made any contact at all. Really snot with the ball. On by McCarthy, he's got to chase it himself. Thompson across. McCarthy's offside, but the referee lets play go on again. Unfussy and very effective referee, Mr. Ian Cruikshank so far. Pity for Burnley that Ayres couldn't take that in stride, but it's not a bad cross. Tuttle again with a telling nod. Russell. Game picking up where it left off. Russell. Taken away from him. Heath. Oh, pulled down beautifully, but then he just didn't have the balance to get in the shot that followed. Wasn't really the best of clearances. It could have landed to the goalkeeper's embarrassment. Heath, Francis, well played Heath, Francis, must be. No, the whistle's gone for offside. It's not going to count. The return ball from Heath caught Francis offside. It's Ayres who ran it home in the end. Ayres, early cross, but too close, and close to going straight in. Goalkeeper had to backtrack quite a lot. I think it was intended as a cross, but it came slightly off the outside of the boot and was covered, but not over by much. Accidental. Russell and Warburton. Russell gets away. Good save. Got the angle all right, Kiely. Ayres. Francis. Good tackle by Hall. A real stickler, the fullback. They've used the width, they've passed it around in the box, they just aren't getting the break when they need it. And it should be said, York are defending stoutly. Here's Heath. They're arriving. Russell came rather sharply to him, and his shot had no power. Good noise around Turf Moor from the sixth crowd this season, in excess of 10,000, in excess by one short of 200, 10,199. But they haven't as yet been able to say when the ball's gone in the net. Randall. Heath, oh, beautifully done. Russell, Heath, can he get there? No, he can't. But he's chasing him, followed up well. Really wonderful balance from Adrian Heath. Nipping around like a ballet dancer. It's a great touch that gave him the chance. Determination after he seemed to have lost possession with the tackle. And then look at this. Warburton. It's never start feeling that Inchy Heath won that one. He was never going to go up for the ball. And he stayed. Warburton got up. Clear foul. 5 to come from the left. Kiely gets a good punch. Ayres. Pender's come back from what York thought was an offside position. And the Minster men clear their lines again. And suddenly a break. And no foul, says the referee. I think Canham thought that Randall had taken him for a ride. Into the last minutes. And Heath forces himself. Started to run then and then pulled up. He's going to bring it all the way. Challenged by McCarthy. Canham. Hall, whose performance has been typical of York City's determination. Hall asks for it, positions himself well to collect it, and plays a testing ball. Hasn't had to go down too often. Shorts will need washing now. Well, the Minster men of York defended with rare zeal. This man leading the way had plenty of good support from the likes of Hall, and not least from the man at the back, Dean Kiely. But Burnley will come off the pitch wondering how on earth they need a replay if they're to go through to the second round of the FA Cup. They had so much possession, much of their football was attractive to watch, but they didn't have enough shots on Dean Kiely to produce a winning strike. So the final score means that both names will go into the hat. It's 0-0.